I made this easy summer top in one day, and so can you. If you want to know how, stay with me till the end. Hi, it's your friend Julie. It's nice to have you here.
To make this top, I'm going to use, this is my main color, Schachenmeier Fashion Corsica. This is a size 2 with a 4.5mm crochet hook, yarn needle, pair of scissors of course, and for the edging I'm going to use this Bernetta wool, Tiffany Lurex. This is a viscose, this is a more likely to be a tape yarn. This is a size 3. So to make this top, we are going to make 2 panels. They are going to look exactly the same, one for the front and one for the back. You can change the size. I'm making a size medium, and this top is work from the bottom up to the shoulder seam. My panel measures, once it's stretched out, 49 centimeters in width. So in my case, I've chained a total of 73, which is a multiple of 3 plus 4. Starting into the 5th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, into the 5th one, make a double crochet, chain 1, and another double crochet into the same chain. Without chaining, you are going to skip 2 chains and into the 3rd one make again your V-stitch, which is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the same chain. Repeat all the way till the end of the first round. I'll meet you back to show you how to finish the round. So to finish the first row, you are going to skip 1 stitch and double crochet into the very last one. To start the next row, so our pattern is a 1 row repeat. You are going to chain 3, counts as a double crochet, turn your work, and into each V-stitch you are going to make 1 V-stitch. So into the 1 chain space make your V-stitch, which is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the same 1 chain space. One more time, into the next 1 chain space, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet into the same 1 chain space. Now go ahead and repeat this row until you reach your armpit, which in my case I've made 26 rows in total. And I'll meet you back to show you how to decrease for the arm opening and also how to create the V opening for the neck. Now, once you've made your rows, which again in my case I have 26 rows, until I reach the armpit, you are going to divide your panel through 2, so put a stitch marker into the middle of your panel. In my case I have 11 V-stitches on one side, 11 V-stitches on the other side, and this is the 12th stitch which I'm going to share on the both sides. Now working on this side, right here we are going to decrease some rows for the armhole opening, to shape the armhole opening, and then we are going to go straight up to create the shoulder strap. Into the middle right here we are going to decrease all the time. I've decreased until I had only 3 V-stitches. To make the decreases for the armpit without chaining, you are going to slip stitch the next stitch, which is 1 double crochet from your V-stitch, and then slip stitch into the V-stitch itself, so into your 1 chain space. Then you are going to chain 3. This counts just as a double crochet, and then you are going to go right away into the next V-stitch and make your V-stitch. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Now continue making your V-stitches until you have 1 V-stitch left, and I'll meet you back here. Here is how I'm going to work. So I'm going to make my last V-stitch right here where this V-stitch is, and then I'm going to make 1 double crochet into this V-stitch right here that I'm sharing for both sides. I hope this makes sense. And here is how you are decreasing for the V-shape neckline. For the next row, you are going to chain 3. This counts as a double crochet, and turn your work. And now, instead of making one V-stitch right here, in there you are going to make only one double crochet. And then you are going to continue making your V-stitches, and I'll meet you back at the end of the row to show you how to decrease again for the armpit. Now, to finish this second decrease row for the armpit, into your last V-stitch you are just going to make one V-stitch. And now you are going to turn your work. For the third decrease row for the armpit, we are now again decreasing on the armpit. You are going to, without chaining, slip stitch into your one chain space into the V-stitch, and then you are going to chain 3. This replaces the double crochet, and then you are going to work into the next V-stitch. So on top of this V-stitch right here, you are just going to have your chain of 3, or once you're on the other side, you are going to have a double crochet, since on the other side you need to mirror what you made here. So make your V-stitch, continue making your V-stitches, and I'll meet you back here to show you how to decrease again for the neckline. Okay, so I have one more V-stitch to do, and now my last stitch, it's going to be one double crochet on top of this double crochet right here, since on the previous row I had 2 double crochets, or a chain of 3 and a double crochet, which is 2 double crochets. Now I'm going to make only one double crochet. To start the 4th row, you are going to chain 3 and turn your work. This counts as a double crochet, of course, and you are going to make again only one double crochet into your V-stitch, and then you are going to continue making your V-stitches. See, so there is one row when you have only one double crochet, and the other row is when you have 2 double crochets, since you are making a double crochet instead of a V-stitch. And that's it, all you need to do to decrease, to shape the neckline. Continue making your V-stitches, and I'll meet you back again to show you how to make your last decrease for the armpit. Now at the end of the 4th row, you are going to make one double crochet into the last V-stitch and one double crochet on top of your 3rd stitch, your 3rd chain. So you have actually the same looking here where the neck is, and here where the armhole is. Now next you are going to chain 3 and turn your work, and from now on you are going to start working only like one double crochet here, and then continue with the V-stitches to shape the armhole, and you are going to make your decreases only for the neck hole opening, so to create this V-shaped neckline. Once you've finished both panels, lay them the right side facing each other and sew the shoulder part together. To finish the side of the top, you are going to take again your 4.5 millimeter crochet hook and your color B, if you are using two color. If not, you are going to take the same color, make a slip knot, and your work it's going to face you. So let me show you how it's looking like on the side. So this is the side. We are going to work first around the armhole opening. So join your yarn on the right side of your work into this very first stitch right here and make one single crochet, and then go to the 3 chain space, and in there you are going to put 2 single crochets like this. Now I'm making another single crochet right here where the V stitch is, so at the base of the next row of the next V stitch, and then into the 3 chain space from the V stitch itself I'm going to make again 2 single crochets. Now I'm making one more single crochet up here where the stitch is, and now from now on you have only your 3 chain spaces. In there, into each 3 chain space make 2 single crochets, and you are going to continue like this for the entire armhole opening. And I'll meet you back again once I'm here. Once you are on the other side, you are going to slip stitch to your first single crochet you made, and from here we are going to create this shape that it's sewn on the sides. So you want to chain 4, starting into the very first chain you made, make 2 double crochets. You have now a total of 3 stitches. Chain 3 and turn your work. Into the first stitch make another double crochet. We are now going to increase into each row until we have a total of 11 stitches. Double crochet the next one and 2 double crochets into the last stitch, which is your 3rd chain. You have now a total of 5 stitches. Chain 3 again, counts as your first double crochet. Turn your work, make 1 double crochet into the same stitch to increase, then double crochet the next 3 stitches, and 2 double crochet into the last stitch. You have now a total of 7 stitches. Chain 3 again, turn your work, 1 double crochet into the same stitch, 1 double crochet into the next 5 stitches, and 1 double crochet increase into the last stitch. You have now a total of 9 stitches. Chain 3 again, turn your work, double crochet into the same stitch to make your increase, double crochet the next 7 stitches, double crochet increase into the last stitch, and you have now a total of 11 stitches. From now on you are just going to continue by making first a chain of 3, which will be your first double crochet. Turn your work and make 1 double crochet on top of each double crochet from the previous row. So you are working over your 11 stitches until you reach the same length or like the same row count as you had on your panel. So I have 26 in total. This means at the end I need to have, with my increase rows, a total of 26 double crochet rows. I'll meet you back once I have these rows done. Once you've finished your panel, so again in my case I have 26 double crochet rows in total. I want you to chain one and cut your yarn and leave a long tail for the sewing. The tail should be 6 times one length of the panel. Then you are going to thread this to your yarn needle, and on the back side of your work, on the wrong side of your work, make sure that your panel it's not twisted up here. You are going to match your rows and sew this panel first on one side. Try going through the stitches and through the chains. You can use whatever stitch you prefer. You can do the blanket stitch or just whip stitch the sides together all the way up here, and then go back on the other side and sew also this panel to this side right here. Now to finish the neckline, you want to take your color A, make a slip knot, and you are going to join with a single crochet right here where the shoulder seam is. So you want to have your first single crochet right there, and then into the first 3 chain space you are going to make a fan stitch by making 5 double crochets. Then go to the next space and make a single crochet. Then the next space it's going to be a fan stitch, so 5 double crochets into the same chain space, and then a single crochet into the next chain space. I'm going to continue and meet you back down here. Now I am down here into the middle. In there I'm going to make 1 single crochet, and then I'm going to continue working on the other side. Now I'm going to make again a fan stitch, and then a single crochet into the next chain space. So you want to mimic now on this side, so mirror this side, and up here I'm going to make my single crochet again into the seaming, and then continue on the other side by making into the first chain space a fan stitch. So work like this all the way around, slip stitch to the first stitch, chain 1, fasten off within the loose ends, and I'll meet you back to show you how to finish the bottom of the top. To finish the bottom of this top you want to make a slip knot and then join somewhere on the side with a single crochet, and then single crochet the next 2 stitches, and we are going to make a picot edging, so chain 2, go back into your single crochet, make a slip stitch to create your picot. Then you want to single crochet again the next 3 stitches, 1, 2 and 3, chain 2, slip stitch back into your single crochet to create the picot. So this is how you are going to work all the way around.
Thanks for watching and for joining me today. Happy crocheting. Until next time. Bye bye.